Hey there, cowgirls! Ready to get the scoop on one of the wildest, snow-filled sport taking over the West? I'm talking about skijoring, the epic mashup where the grit of the rodeo meets the thrill of the slopes. Imagine this: pro skiers and lightning-fast horses tearing through snow-covered tracks at breakneck speeds, soaring over jumps, snagging rings, and dodging obstacles left and right. Sounds wild, right? That's because it is. Skijoring is like a high-speed dance between cowboys and skiers, and it's catching on like wildfire in mountain towns everywhere. If you've never seen it before, you're in for a serious treat. Today, we're diving deep into the origins of skijoring, how it's transformed into the adrenaline-charged sport it is today, and where you can catch the top competitions in all their snowy glory. Oh, and here's a little inside scoop. My best friend happens to be the skijoring queen herself, crushing just about every event she enters. So, trust me, you're getting the full rundown on what makes this sport so darn special. Bundle up, cowgirls! We're about to hit the snow and uncover everything you need to know about skijoring. You might think skijoring is a modern-day craze, but this high-octane sport actually has roots that go way back. Originally, skijoring wasn't about thrills. It was a clever way for folks in Scandinavia to get around during those harsh, snow-packed winters. Instead of cars or sleighs, people strapped on skis, hitched themselves to reindeer, and zipped across frozen landscapes. But as time marched on, what started as a means of transportation evolved into a full-blown sport. Skijoring spread across Europe, captivating people with its thrilling blend of speed and skill. Then, it made its way to North America, and that's when things got really interesting. Out went the reindeer, and in came the horses. Suddenly, skijoring wasn't just about gliding on skis. It became an electrifying partnership between daring skiers and powerful horses, racing side by side through snow-filled courses. Adding horses to the mix took skijoring to a whole new level of intensity. Riders and skiers teamed up to conquer courses packed with towering jumps, sharp turns, rings to grab along the way, and even pyrotechnics. The result? A heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat competition that's as wild to watch as it is to compete in. Today, skijoring is blazing a trail through mountain towns in Colorado, Utah, Montana, Idaho, and more. Places where cowboy and skier communities come together for a one-of-a-kind winter showdown. Just picture it. Skiers flying down the course at 40 miles per hour, clutching a rope attached to a galloping horse. It's a jaw-dropping spectacle you won't want to miss. But skijoring events are more than just races. They're a celebration of community and winter fun. Huge crowds turn out to cheer on their favorite teams, sip hot cocoa, and soak up the festive atmosphere. The energy is electric, and the competitions are fierce, with bigger prizes and even more skilled athletes hitting the scene every year. Skijoring has truly become a winter tradition that combines the best of the West with the thrill of skiing, and it's only getting bigger and better. If you're enjoying the ride so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss out on all the excitement and adventure we've got coming your way. Now, let's jump right back into the action. Now that we've explored skijoring's fascinating origins, let's jump into what makes this sport truly electrifying. Spoiler alert, it's not just about holding onto a rope and hoping for the best. Skijoring demands an extraordinary combination of skill, speed, and, most importantly, teamwork. The rider, skier, and horse all have to be in perfect sync to deliver a winning run. So let's break down what it really takes to compete in this high-octane winter showdown, and why skijoring stands out as one of the most thrilling snow sports out there. Let's get one thing straight: skijoring is not a solo pursuit. It's a team sport that brings together three essential players: the skier, the rider, and the horse. That's right, skijoring blends human athleticism with raw equine power, creating a partnership that's nothing short of mesmerizing. This unique bond is what makes skijoring so exciting to watch, and even more exhilarating to compete in. The rider plays a critical role, keeping the horse steady, controlling its speed, and steering through each twist and turn of the course. They have to stay laser-focused, making split-second decisions to avoid crashes and keep the momentum blazing forward. One wrong move, and it could spell disaster for the entire team. The best riders develop a deep, almost intuitive connection with their horses, one built over countless hours of training and trust. This bond ensures that the horse remains responsive and agile as it powers through snow-packed courses, littered with jumps, gates, and sharp turns. Now, let's turn our attention to the skier. Picture this, holding onto a rope, racing behind a full-speed galloping horse, and having to navigate through jumps and slaloms, all while keeping perfect balance. Sounds intense? That's because it is. The skier's job is far more than just hanging on. They need to be in perfect sync with the horse, shifting their weight and adjusting their stance at a moment's notice to maintain control. Skijoring skiers need a unique combination of strength, agility, and split-second reflexes to keep up. With horses reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, the adrenaline rush is off the charts. Skijoring courses are no walk in the park. Forget gentle trails. These snow-packed courses are engineered to push both rider and skier to their absolute limits. You'll find straightaways for maximum speed, sharp turns that demand agility, and a series of obstacles, including jumps, gates, and even rings for the skier to grab mid-run. Miss a jump or drop a ring, and the penalties start to add up, proving that in skijoring, precision is just as crucial as speed. One of the most exhilarating moments in skijoring is seeing teams launch over towering jumps, sometimes reaching as high as 6 feet. Skis slicing through the snow, horses digging in with raw power. It's a breathtaking display of coordination and courage. For the skier, it's all about timing. Using the horse's momentum, they launch into the air, aiming for a smooth landing before bracing for the next obstacle. It's a spectacle of skill and daring that keeps spectators on the edge of their seats. The gates and slaloms add another layer of complexity. These require both rider and skier to execute quick reflexes and tight maneuvers. The skier needs to anticipate every movement, avoiding obstacles and navigating each turn and gate with precision. It's almost like a high-speed dance, a daring, high-risk choreography that demands flawless communication and trust. So, what does a perfect skijoring run look like? It's a seamless blend of speed, accuracy, and style. Teams are not only racing against the clock, but they're also being judged on how cleanly they complete the course. Hitting every jump, grabbing each ring, and clearing the gates without knocking them over all contribute to the final score. Don't forget, don't drop the rope. The fastest team might not always take the top spot if they've racked up too many penalties along the way. But here's the kicker: no two runs are ever the same. Conditions can change in an instant. Fresh snow, icy patches, and sudden gusts of wind can all make the course even more challenging. Teams have to adapt on the fly, adjusting their strategy to match the evolving terrain. This unpredictability is what keeps fans glued to the action, because in skijoring, anything can happen. Winning teams share a few key traits: a rider who has absolute control over their horse, a skier who can maintain balance while making split-second decisions, and a horse that's fast, strong, and agile. When all three come together in perfect harmony, you get a run that's not just fast, but flawless. It's the kind of performance that leaves a lasting impression, and often gets replayed over and over. Now, you might be wondering, what about safety? Let's just say that skijoring isn't for the faint of heart. Crashes happen, and falls are all too common, especially on courses packed with hairpin turns and towering jumps. That's why the best teams train to build the stamina, strength, and coordination needed to handle these high-risk runs. One of the biggest challenges in skijoring is trust. The rider and skier need to have complete confidence in each other, because there's no time for hesitation on the course. The skier has to trust that the rider will keep the horse steady, and the rider has to trust that the skier won't lose their grip or throw them off balance. When that trust is broken, it usually ends in disaster. But when everything clicks into place, it's like watching magic unfold. The rider, skier, and horse move as one, each responding instinctively to the other's cues. So, if you ever find yourself at a skijoring event, keep an eye on the top teams. Watch how the rider and skier communicate through subtle shifts and movements, and how the horse responds to every command with precision. That's where the true artistry of skijoring lies, in the invisible threads of connection between horse, rider, and skier. Stay tuned, because next up, we're diving into the skijoring scene today, where the biggest competitions are held, who the top athletes are, and how this sport is taking off like never before. Now that we've covered the history and evolution of skijoring, it's time to dive into what makes these competitions so exhilarating. Let's explore the rules, the adrenaline-pumping intensity, and the hot spots where skijoring steals the show every year. Here's how it breaks down. Each team starts with a perfect score. Time penalties are added for mistakes like dropping the rope, missing rings, or failing to clear jumps cleanly. Your final time adds up all of your penalties with the time it took to clear the course. Usually there are many different divisions like novice, sport, and pro. Some events hold divisions for kids, or strictly ponies, or a pretty competitive women's-only division, as well as a switcheroo division, where each person takes a turn both skiing and riding. Another popular division is the century, where the ages of both the rider and the skier have to add up to 100 or more. There is a division for everyone in this sport. If you're itching to see skijoring in action, there are a few destinations that have become must-see locations for this sport. Let's take a quick tour of some of the hottest spots where skijoring draws huge crowds and showcases some of the most competitive teams around. Leadville, Colorado. This historic mining town is home to one of the oldest and most famous skijoring events in the U.S. Every March, Leadville hosts its annual Skijoring and Crystal Carnival, attracting top competitors and fans from all over the country. This iconic course runs right down Main Street. With its narrow streets and towering snowbanks, the course here is as thrilling as it is challenging, making it a highlight of the skijoring calendar. Utah Skijoring. In my opinion, this is the biggest and baddest event. I'm partial, as this is my home turf and hosted in my hometown. This event brings world-class Olympic skiers and freeride skiers, as the U.S. ski team is based right in our backyard, along with some of the best horsemen and women in the West. Don't forget, we're hosting the Winter Olympics again in 2034, and we sure know winter sports in Park City. Big purses and bigger crowds make this event one of the best on the circuit. Big Sky Skijoring. This event has really pumped it up over the years. Last year, they took it up a notch with crazy pyrotechnics and sled tricks over the course. They're going on their 7th year this year, and definitely a showdown you don't want to miss. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This rugged town has a reputation for extreme sports, and skijoring is no different. Jackson's competition is all about pushing the limits, and the crew at Teton Valley Skijoring puts on a solid event with legit payouts just over the pass in Driggs, Idaho. These are just a few of the top hot spots where skijoring fans can catch all the action. Each event has its own unique vibe and set of challenges, making attending one an unforgettable experience, whether you're on the sidelines, cheering, or competing in the thick of it. With each passing year, skijoring's popularity continues to grow, and more towns are adding this exhilarating sport to their winter event lineups. What began as a niche activity has transformed into a full-blown, competitive sport, complete with dedicated leagues, professional athletes, and even its own set of international competitions. Heck, I'm even building a practice course for friends and family to use this winter in one of my pastures to gear up for our favorite winter sport. Who knows? Maybe one day, skijoring will make its way to the Winter Olympics. Hey, we can dream, right? 2034, anyone? One thing's for sure. Skijoring is on the rise, bringing a new level of excitement and thrill to the winter sports scene. As more athletes and horses join the ranks, the future of skijoring looks brighter and faster than ever. So, what do you think? Are you ready to grab a rope, hit the snow, and dive headfirst into the thrilling world of skijoring? Or maybe you're just excited to watch the action up close at one of these adrenaline-pumping competitions. Whether you're looking to compete or simply want to cheer from the sidelines, skijoring is a sport that's all about bringing people together for an unforgettable experience. Don't forget, The Cowboy Channel even streams the events live. My family on the East Coast was able to watch me and all of my friends compete last year, and they said it was a blast to watch on the big screen, live. Have you ever been to a skijoring event before? Or is this your first time hearing about it? Would you dare to give it a go? Or would you rather stick to watching with a hot chocolate in hand? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And hey, if this video has sparked your curiosity to learn more about skijoring or other wild western sports, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Be sure to keep an eye out for my next video, where we'll dive into another exciting adventure that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Until then, stay sharp, stay safe, and as always, happy trails, cowgirls.